Hello everyone, welcome to the Tiger Den as the Whalers face off against the Olympians. It's a matchup of opening day actually. Aiden Hazard on the mound for the Whalers and Ariela Fuentes on the hill today for the Olympians. And Ready A leads it off for the Whalers.
Ball, that's up. That's outside.
And quickly 2-0.
That's low.
Let's take a look here at Fuentes, more of a velocity accuracy pitcher. And as I say accuracy, she walks Ready A. So Ready A is on base, and that brings up Owen English. Pretty decent speed on the bases here for the Whalers. Fuentes, four-seamer, slider, curveball change from the lefty hurler.
Ball, that's low.
And 1-1 now on English. That one's popped up and drops in to center field for a base hit. So the Whalers have 2 on now, first and second. Brings up Ralph Briggs, right fielder for the Whalers. And that one's hit down the line. Fair ball into the right field corner. 1 run scores. They're going to hold the other runner, so now we have runners in the corners. It's an RBI single for Briggs. Brings up Cade Durham.
That's down.
Ball down and in.
Ball, that's
And
inside.
big curveball there that missed.
Ball
Fuentes
high.
is looking tense, can't really find the zone, having trouble so far.
Take your base.
And he walks him. So Durham is walked. Brings up McIntosh with the bases loaded. No outs here. And he fouls one off. And whoa, that one kind of went through him somehow. And 1-2 now to McIntosh. Hits that one, sneaks it through the infield. 1 run scores. It's an RBI single for McIntosh. And they actually had the infield playing in, so snuck it right by Mullins there. And now White comes in with no outs, bases loaded, and White hits that one right at Shaw. That'll get the run home though. And for some reason Shaw throws it to first. So runners in the corners, 1 out, Sicily steps in.
Nope. High.
And Fuentes is having some trouble here in the first. That one's kind of hit into no man's land in the infield. Mullins plays it. Don't know what Fuentes was doing. She kind of just watched it go by. So now 2 outs. There's a strike. 2 outs. Jasu Round steps in. He hits one through the right side for a base hit. They hold the runner at third. Cole Lane now comes in. Runners in the corners again with 2 outs.
Ball, inside. Outside.
The number 9 hitter up for the Whalers. This is really jumping on Fuentes here in the first inning.
Nope. Inside.
And 3-1 to Lane. And there's a strike. Fuentes working back. Full count now. Grounds this one to Mullins to end the inning. But boy, did the Whalers hitters really jump on Fuentes there. They score 4 runs on top of the first. And Shaw leads it off for the home team Olympians. As we take a look here at Aiden Hazard. More of a velocity junk pitcher, not very accurate.
That's up.
So we can see lots of balls.
Ball 4.
And walks Shaw. Shaw was juiced there, by the way. And Gertie Booper's also juiced, so this could be very interesting. Although the juice players haven't done much. Shaw runs exceptionally well there at first. Throw over. Check on the runner, he slides back in safe. Booper pops that one up. Foul. And ties her up inside. Good pitching by Hazard. Marty Hull steps in. It's a strike. 96 from Hazard. 4-seamer, 2-seamer, slider, and change. Or curveball, I apologize. Oh, ooh, there's a slider. It didn't really slide.
That's
And there's
inside.
91, 88. 3-1 now to Hull. Runner goes. Oh, wow, they got him. So Shaw's thrown out, and they get him. Wow, good pitching by Aiden Hazard against the tough Olympians hitters. Fuentes comes in now, looking tense. Top of the order due up. Redier steps in, hits him. Base hit up the middle, and they're really just jumping on Fuentes today. Brings up English, who's 1 for 1 today with a single so far. Runner goes. Whalers are not afraid to run, but boy, did he get thrown out by a mile. And 2-1 now to English. And ball outside, 3-1. And there's a strike. And Hooper's there to snag it for the second out. Ralph Briggs steps in, 1 for 1. Briggs fouls that one into the Olympians dugout. That one's hit up the middle for a base hit, so Briggs is 2 for 2 today. I'd be surprised if Fuentes, at this rate, is going to last much longer. Cade Durham steps in. And that one's hit quite well. Into left center field, gone. .419-foot shot, 2-run homer, second of the year, 7th RBI.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 21.
And the Whalers lead at 6-0 as McIntosh steps in. He's also 1 for 1. So Fuentes is looking rattled now. And that one's hit well. Does it have the distance? No, off the very top of the wall. There in right field. Boy, did he miss a homer by about 2 feet.
The center fielder, number 6.
So McIntosh is on there. One hit up the middle again. These base hits. Runner goes to third, and he's thrown out. Good arm there by Neil Shaw. So the Whalers get 2 in the top of the second. And now Joy Trickster steps in for the Olympians. 4, 5, and 6 due up, the heart of the order. She is also juiced, so a lot of these Olympians hitters are juiced. Doesn't seem like they're producing as of yet. That one's hit to Lane at third, throws across the diamond for the first out. Mullins steps in, juiced as well. Mullins would like to use this opportunity to kind of get things going a little bit. Maybe have a hot second half. She's hitting 194. Mullins hits that one, and that's gone. Little shot, 386 feet over the big wall there in left field. Mullins' second homer and 6 RBI. That puts the Olympians on the board. The Whalers still lead at 6-1. Bernal steps in. Grounded to English for the second out. Brings up Spencer Pinata, who's the DH today. There's a strike. A little slider there. Nice curve. And he gets him. 1, 2, 3. Udalali. Hazard is just working out there, just doing work. Jose Sicily leads it off. 7-8-9 do here for the Whalers in the top of the third. Fuentes still looks rattled, really having trouble with the strike zone today. And 3-1 is the count to Sicily. And I think the home crowd wanted that pitch. It kind of looked good to me. Maybe a little low, but brings up Jasu Rounds. Sicily there on first. Not a threat to run. 2-0 to Rounds. And 3-0. And I think Fuentes has just lost all control of the strike zone at this
Now
point.
batting, the third
I'd really be
baseman,
surprised if she
number
lasts much
20.
longer. Her junk is now in the red, as that one has popped up. Infield fly is called. Mullins is there to put it away.
Now batting, the
And
designated hitter,
Redier steps in,
number
1-for-1,
18.
single and a walk. He's their leadoff hitter. One out, runners on first and second. And 2-0 to Redier. And there's a high strike. And that one gets into the Olympians dugout. 2-2. Grounded to Mullins, see if they can turn two. Booper, Trickster for the double play. Good old 4-6-3 double play. So the Whalers, it's their first inning without a run.
Number 40.
Now 8-9-1 due up for the Olympians here in the bottom half of the third. Take a check here on Hazard. He's 30 pitches. That one's hit. Nice diving stop there by McIntosh for the first out. Bring up Liam Bowles. Another one of those Olympians hitters who really wants to turn it around here in the second half. Hazard grooves one in, 1-2 on Bowles, and gets him. 97 inside corner. Just painted that inside corner. Boy, Aiden Hazard really looking good today. 35 pitches, feeling very comfortable. That one's back to Hazard, and Shaw grounds out for the final out of the inning. 2-3-4 due up for the Whalers in the top of the fourth.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And that brings up
Number
English, who's 1 for
22.
2. The single today.
That's high.
Again, I'd be surprised. I'm surprised that Fuentes is in this long.
Inside.
She's lost all command of the strike zone, but the zone just in general, any part of the zone. Everyone's grounded Mullins for the first out.
The right fielder.
Briggs steps in, 2 for 2, 2 singles and an RBI today. Having himself a good game. That's exactly what some of these Whalers hitters needed.
Outside.
They need a game like this where they can just unload and get something going.
No, that's low.
And the 2-2 now to Briggs. And Fuentes gets him. So Briggs is down on strikes.
The first baseman.
Kate Durham steps in, 1 for 1, a home run. Walking an RBI.
Ball inside.
Durham's on fire, so we'll see what happens here. That one's, boy, that just must have got away from Fuentes. There's a strike. 2-1 now to Durham.
Ball, that's inside.
Ball 3-1. And working back, full count. Grounded to Booper. She snags it for the final out of the inning. So Fuentes kind of working back there. See if she stays in the game, but feeling she's going to get pulled immediately. We'll see what happens. Booper steps in. Another one of those juiced Olympians hitters. Haven't really seen any production out of any juiced hitter so far this year. And popped up. Lane is there and puts it away for the first out. Marty Hull steps in. He's 0 for 1 today. Hitting 250, 3 homers, 11 RBIs. Hazard came into this game 0-2 in the year. So he'd really like, as he walks Hull, he'd really like to get his first win. And against the best team in all of Cheese League baseball would be a little feather on his cap. Trickster steps in, 1-1. And 2-1 now on Trickster. 98 in the gun there from Hazard. He's dealing. It's fouled off into the stands. And fouled away again. We reset 2-2. And fouled off once again. Let's see what they do here. Maybe a little blown outside. No. That one's hit quite well and is gone. Joy Trickster into the second deck there, down the right field line. Oh no, just before the second deck. Third homer of the year, 10th RBI, 383-foot shot. 2-run dinger. The Olympians cut the Whalers' lead in half. It's now 6-3. That brings up Ellie Mullins, who homered her last time up.
No, inside.
And ooh, plunked her. Oof, that didn't sound good. Right on the shin or the knee. So that brings up Bernal. Pretty good speed on the bases here for the Olympians. 1 out, runner on. Bernal's a hot hitter here too for the home team rather.
Ball 4.
And Hazard walks him, so that brings up Spencer Pinata with 1 out, runners on first and second.
That's up.
And now Hazard's accuracy has gone all the way down. He's quite rattled after that homer.
Ball. Take your base.
And Pinata is walked, so Hazard walks the bases loaded, brings up Werner foul. And he's lost all command of the zone now too. There's a strike. See if we can work back here. There's a second strike, 1 and 2. And got him looking. Werner foul down on strikes. So Hazard works back. Brings up Bowles, who's 0 for 1 today. And there's a grounder to McIntosh. Goes over to Durham for the final out. So the Olympians leave the bases loaded. They get 2 runs though. Go to the top of the 5th. The Whalers lead at 6-3. Brings up McIntosh, who's 2 for 2, and we're going to have a pitching change here. Blaze comes in for Fuentes. We've seen Blaze quite a bit out of the Olympians bullpen. His exceptional ERA is 1.23. That one's fouled off the screen.
No, that's high.
So 2-2 now to McIntosh. And ooh, a little inside. 3-2. Popped up. Blaze takes it himself for the first out. White steps in now. 1 for 1 with a single and an RBI today. Try to get him chase outside. 1 and 1.
That's inside.
And inside. 2 and 1. And Blaze gets him to pop it up to Mullins for the second out. Sicily steps in 0 for 1 today with a walk. Hits that one to Bowles at third. Across the diamond for the final out. So Blaze comes in, makes quick work of those Whalers hitters. Now we go to the bottom of the 5th with the top of the order coming up for the Olympians. And Neil Shaw steps in.
No, inside.
Hazard still looking tense. Accuracy still in the red. 73 4 pitches now, actually. And walk Shaw. So let's see if they stick with Hazard or if they hit their bullpen. Now, they're going to hit their bullpen. Gwendolyn Bangett's going to come in out of the Whalers' pen. And Lane to English, and they only get the lead runner. So 1 out, runner on first. Marty Hull steps in. That one's to Durham, and he steps on first for the unassisted double play. Look at that, a very quick inning for Bangett. Josu Round steps in, 1 for 1. Do miss hearing Jasu's little jingle when he comes up to bat in his home park. But I do appreciate the Whalers uniforms. That one's hit quite well. That is right at foul for the first out. I actually thought that might have got off the wall, but foul was right there. Lane steps in, he's 0 for 2. Another one of those Whaler hitters who would like to have a better second half of the season. And 3-1 now to Lane. And Blaze is working back, full count,
Take your bait.
and he walks him. Speaking of second half of the season, the Whalers are 5-8. The Olympians are 10-3. They have the best record in the Cheese League as Redier steps in. Looks at a strike from Blaze. One out, runner on first. That one's popped up. I think Blaze is there to take it himself for the second out. So the Whalers really like to heat it up here in the second half. It's fouled away. 11 more games to go in the season. 0-2 now to English. English is 1 for 3 today. I believe that's what it said. Grounded to Booper. Across the diamond for the final out. Part of the order up for the Olympians now in the bottom of the 6th. Joy Trickster steps in. 1 for 2 with a homer. And we're going to have defensive replacement. Allen's going to be taking over for Lane at third. The Whalers trying to shore up their defense. And that one's hit through the left side, so Trickster's on with the leadoff hit here in the bottom of the 6th. Brings up Ellie Mullins.
Number 14.
Very good speed on the bases. They throw over to check on Trickster. Slides it safely. And again, and safe. Runner goes. And she's thrown out. Nice. And that one's grounded to McIntosh for the second out. That was a very nice throw out there at second base. Couple of caught stealings today, huh? Bernal steps in 1-on-1. And now 2-on-1 on Bernal. And now 3-on-1. As Bangett walks Bernal. A little 2-out base runner here for Spencer Pinata, who's 0 for 1 today with a walk. Runner goes. And again. That's just very, very good. That's either poor base running or just really good behind the plate for the Whalers. Ralph Briggs steps in, having a good game, 2 for 3. That one's hit down the left field line, and that one drops in front of foul. So a little leadoff single here. And we're going to have a pitching change. Blaze is out. Bugles comes in. I think the Olympians are hoping to tie it up or something. There's a plan here for Bugles, the long man, to come in. 1-2 to Durham. They throw over. And knocked down there by Trickster. That one's hit through the left side. So 2 on. Nobody out. McIntosh steps in. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. And very good speed on the bases here for the Whalers. Oh my gosh, that's off Trickster's glove. She kind of booted it there too. So everyone is safe. Bases juiced for Cern White. No outs.
Ball, that's up.
And 1-1 on White. And base hit into right field. 1 run comes home, and that's all they'll get. The Whalers extend their lead 7-3 now as Sicily steps in. Nobody out. And bases still loaded.
No, inside.
2-0 to Sicily. Ducks on the pond here. That one's hit quite well. Does it have the distance? It does. Grand salami. .401-foot shot. Jose Sicily's second home run. 8th RBI of the season.
Now batting, the left fielder.
The Whalers take the commanding 11-3 lead as Moises Mercado comes in out of the Olympian bullpen. Sicily's having a heck of a game. Good game behind the plate. Thrown out Couple of runners.
No, that's
Guess he
low.
gets a couple assists for that. 3-0 now in rounds. There's a strike. And then he gets the grand slam there, so
Ball 4.
definitely a top contender for top player of the game. Rounds is walked there.
Third baseman.
Brings up Allen, who was a defensive replacement for Lane.
No, that's high.
Good speed again on the bases. And again, look at that. No outs here in the top of the 7th. That one's hit into right field. Another base hit. And the Whalers are just they're just doing work here in the Olympians. The Olympians pitching staff just they can't seem to make heads or tails of these Whalers hitters today.
Ball, that's inside.
1-1 on Ready A.
Ball, ball.
Top of the order up. That goes into the Whalers dugout.
No, inside.
2-2 now.
No, high.
And 3-2.
Ball.
And fouled away. Full count. Ready A pops that one up. Trickster's there.
Out.
Puts that away for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman. Number
English comes in
22.
1 for 4 today.
Ball, that's outside.
Chance to extend this lead even more.
Ball, high.
2-0
No, inside.
and 3-0 to English.
Take your base.
And Mercado walks the bases loaded.
Now batting, the right fielder. Number 11.
That brings in Ralph Briggs, who's having a heck of a day today at the plate with the bases loaded, 1 out.
That's high.
And
High.
Mercado's kind of lost the strike zone now. That one's hit quite well, but fouled on the left field line. So 2-2 now on Briggs. And that one's fouled off. That one's hit quite well. And sneaks over the wall for another grand slam. Holy cow. 390-foot shot. Briggs' 4th homer, 8th RBI of the year.
Now
The
batting,
second
the
grand
first
slam
baseman.
of this inning.
Now pitching. Number
For the
23.
Whalers, 15-3 over the Olympians. As that one's grounded to Trickster for the second out of the inning.
The shortstop. Number
We did have a
21.
pitching change here. Bree comes in, obviously not in a save situation, but just to
No,
provide
that's
some relief
inside.
for this pitching staff. That one's fouled into the Olympians dugout. 2-1 now. McIntosh, and he pops that one up. Shaw is there.
He's out.
Puts away for the final out of the inning. The Whalers get 9 runs in the top of the 7th. They lead at 15-3.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And Pinata steps in.
Number 15.
Ball, that's
The
out.
Olympians have a large mountain to climb to come back from this one. And that one's hit quite well. Off the wall. Briggs kind of misjudged how the ball was going to be come off the wall there. He kind of fumbled. And we're going to have a pinch hitter come up now. Zuniga comes in. And she pops that one up. White is there for the first out. So leadoff double. Let's see if the Olympians can string together some hits here. Now Bowles, we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Sim steps in. Pops that one up to Allen over there at third for the second out. So the Olympians down to their final out. Neil Shaw steps in. He's 0 for 1 today with 2 walks. Runner on second, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. 1-1 to Shaw.
Ball.
And, whoa, got him in chase outside. 2-2 now. And Shaw's punched out for the final out of the game. Whalers win. And boy, do they win in big fashion over the Olympians. 15-3. Let's take a look at the lines. 15-0 for the Whalers, 3-4 and 1 for the Olympians. The Olympians only have 4 hits. I believe all of those were home runs. Actually, with the exception of 1, I think. Let's take a look at the offense. Just all over the place here for the Whalers. Reddy A had a good game. Everybody had a hit, with the exception of Lane. Had a walk. Big hits from Briggs, of course. Home run, 5 RBIs today. Just, wow, what a game. Durham 2 for 4 with a home run, 2 ribbies, and a walk. Sicily with the home run as well, 5 RBIs. Just all around, great offensive showing here for the Whalers. The Olympian side, not too much. Trickster 2 for 3, homer, 2 RBIs. Mullins with the home run and 1 for 2, and then Panada with the hit as well, and that's it on the Olympian side. That's surprising. They're, again, the team with the best record in the Cheese League, the Olympians. So Bangit gets the win. Fuentes gets the loss. She falls to 1-1. Hazard, let's talk about Hazard. Hazard, though he gave up 3 earned runs, he pitched a heck of a game. 5 strikeouts, 5 walks. And he really made quick work of those Olympians hitters in the first couple of innings. So shout out to Aiden Hazard. Though he didn't get the decision today, he did pitch a heck of a game. Let's look at the top 3 players. Ralph Briggs, 4 for 5, homer, 5 RBIs, 4 runs. Jose Sicily, 1 for 3, homer, 5 RBIs and a run. And Cade Durham, 2 for 4, homer, 2 RBIs and 3 runs. Just an outstanding offensive showing here for the Whalers. So they improved their record to 6-8. The Olympians now are 10-4. Still lots of baseball left here. 10 more games, actually. 10 more games left here in the season. So let's see if the Whalers can make a run at it. So if you like this game, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to follow us here on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Twitter as well at geek_cheese. That's where you'll get all of your Cheese League baseball news and updates. We appreciate you for tuning in here to Game 68 Cheese League Baseball on Geek Cheese on YouTube. That's how things wrap up today. Whalers win. Take care. Bye.